Dear parents, I would like to draw your kind attention to the style this question is being answered by this student. As you can see in this question, it states that Mona places a metal spoon at room temperature in a cup of hot coffee. The temperature of the coffee is 90 degrees Celsius. After a few minutes, the metal spoon became very hot. So this is a diagram indicating the hot coffee and also the metal spoon inserted. Part A. Explain why the metal spoon became very hot in a short time. So notice the student need to explain why the metal spoon became very hot and also in a short time. And this is a 2-mark question. So let's look at how this student have answered these questions briefly and being deducted of the 2 marks. The student answered the heat from the coffee transported to the metal spoon. So notice there is a wrong use of key scientific words. So because we cannot say coffee or the heat from the coffee transported is actually, we should use other scientific words such as heat being conducted away by the metal spoon, which is a good conductor of heat. And let's continue to see part B again. This question states, what happens to the temperature of the hot coffee after some time? Explain your answer. And the student answered also very briefly. He answered, it will decrease as the heat will fade over time. So you see in science, right, we need to use very specific keywords. We cannot say the heat fade away. We should say the heat is being lost. So once again, this is what my advice to parents. You can see in these 2 questions, the wrong use of scientific keywords. Example, the students should use keywords like conducted or heat loss. Also, there is no clear explanation given. Heat does not fade. Heat is being lost. Water being transported in water carrying tubes, but heat is being conducted away by the metal spoon. So do take note that actually heat is a very important P4 science topic. So once again, I like to highlight to parents especially that your child need to use very specific keywords in answering open-ended questions. Otherwise, marks will be deducted. And also such short answers for 2-mark questions is totally not acceptable. So do encourage your child to give more precise and more detailed explanation, especially in questions involving the word explain. You can see explain here and also explain here. So these type of questions, 2 marks usually requires about 4 short sentences to answer these type of questions. So once again, I invite your child to consider joining One Academy as I'll be coaching them the systematic way of answering open-ended questions. This is Mr. Howard Yu from One Academy.